India and Pakistan have been exchanging a barrage of fire across the line of control. At least 26 people have been killed after India launched a military operation and Pakistan administered Kashmir and inside Pakistan itself. And at least 3 people have been killed on the Indian side. India struck multiple targets overnight that it said were terror training sites. But Pakistan says mosques and civilians were hit, calling it an act of war. Charles Stratford reports.
In the light of day, the damage assessment. Locals say this mosque in Pakistan-administered Kashmir was destroyed by an Indian missile overnight. Other strikes hit targets deep into Pakistani territory.
It has been destroyed in front of you. In the night, the entire neighbourhood was in fear and panic, and the entire population fled. We strongly condemn this cowardly attack by India.
India says it was targeting what it calls terrorist infrastructure 2 weeks after an attack at a popular tourist destination on its side of the disputed border killed 26 people. India blamed Pakistan. Islamabad denied any involvement.
Earlier this morning, as you would be aware, India exercised its right to respond and preempt, as well as deter more such cross-border attacks. These actions were measured, non-escalatory, proportionate, and responsible.
Was this really measured, non-escalatory, and proportionate? Let's refute. India's unilateral actions following the 2025 terrorist attack undermine regional stability. India's recent response to the tragic terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir in 2025 has once again raised serious concerns about its approach to regional security and diplomacy. Rather than engaging with Pakistan through established diplomatic channels or seeking a cooperative investigation into the incident, India unilaterally assigned blame and launched cross-border military strikes, actions that violate international law and undermine the prospects for lasting peace in South Asia. Pakistan's record on counter-terrorism is clear. Through extensive operations such as Zarb-e-Azab and Rad al-Fasad, as well as strict implementation of FATF reforms, Pakistan has made sustained and verifiable efforts to eliminate terrorist networks. Furthermore, the country has cooperated with international intelligence agencies and has demonstrated a continued willingness to engage in dialogue on regional security challenges. Despite these facts, India chose to bypass diplomatic engagement entirely. It made no efforts to propose a joint investigation, refused to share evidence through appropriate channels, and instead acted as judge and executioner, resorting to military aggression against a sovereign country. This approach not only echoes the dangerous precedent set by the 2019 Balakot airstrikes, but also highlights a pattern of using force over facts. We know India likes to pretend this is some kind of Israel versus Hamas situation, but let's be absolutely clear. Pakistan is not Hamas. Pakistan is a nuclear-armed state with a disciplined military and a legacy of strategic resilience. Any attempt to treat Pakistan as a weak, reactionless entity is a grave miscalculation. If indeed insists on aggression, Pakistan is fully capable of responding, not with words but with force. This isn't a one-sided occupation, it's a standoff between two sovereign states, and if pushed, Pakistan will not hesitate to defend its people and its territory brutally if necessary. To understand the gravity of this escalation, consider a reversal of roles. Imagine if a group of violent actors based in India carried out a deadly attack on Pakistan village, killing dozens of civilians. Then, without reaching out to the Indian government and without proposing any joint inquiry or evidence sharing mechanism, Pakistan responded by publicly blaming the Indian state and launching airstrikes on Indian soil. The international community would rightfully condemn such actions as provocative, disproportionate, and unlawful. This is exactly the kind of dangerous path India has chosen, escalating tensions instead of seeking justice through cooperation. By refusing to work with Pakistan to find those truly responsible and instead taking military action, India has not only undermined international norms, but also missed an opportunity to combat terrorism through unity rather than hostility. The way forward must involve restraint, dialogue, and a shared commitment to the rule of law. Regional peace depends not on unilateral retaliation, but on mutual understanding, transparency, and collective security. As long as major powers in the region prioritize political posturing over principles corporations, the shared goal of eliminating terrorism will remain out of reach.